Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus time travelers. Thank you so much for being here. This is your full moon in Leo reading. As always, keep in mind, it's a collective general reading. You know the drill. So as the messages come through today, just take the ones that fit and, of course, leave the ones that don't, because if it's not your message, it just means that it's meant for someone else. And also be sure to check out your other placements while you're at it. All right, Gemini, let's see what they have for us. With all of that said, now let's begin. Full moon in Leo message for Gemini. You have Eye of the Needle, intentionality, card number 17. Your first moonology card here is New Moon in Cancer, relax. And your other moonology card here is the Falling Moon, releasing blocks. Very nice. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is this their full moon in Leo message? We are clarifying Eye of the Needle, intentionality, which always reminds me of the Ace of Swords. Card number 17, New Moon in Cancer, relax. And the Falling Moon, release blocks. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the King of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Three of Pentacles. You then have the King of Wands. You have the Ace of Cups, and you have the World card. Wow, talk about releasing blocks. At the bottom of the deck, Gemini, we have Page of Swords, we have Knight of Cups, and we have 10 of Wands. I think you are releasing something that has been emotionally heavy for you, whether that's just something internal to you or whether it's a situation, environment, or a connection. At the bottom of the deck, we have Three of Cups, we have Knight of Pentacles, and we have Ace of Pentacles to the higher font to the Page of Wands. Eye of the Needle, intentionality. Something has shifted here in the Gemini collective, or it's about to shift with this energy of the full moon in Leo. It looks like you're seeing things very clearly now in the King of Swords energy and in the King of Wands energy. Because you're seeing things clearly, you're now ready to take action in a particular direction. I'm sure you've seen some of my readings before. If you remember, I always say queens exist in the present based upon what they have experienced in the past in respect to their card suits. Kings then take action. They're just very future forward moving. And so something here that you've learned, or the knowledge and wisdom that you have based upon, you know, your queen's past experiences, if I can get the words out of my mouth, you're now ready to take action. And that King of Wands, same thing. Based upon your past experiences, you're now ready to move forward. Why is Gemini in the King of Swords energy? And the King of Swords is very intentional, and they see things very clearly as they wield the Ace of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Why are you in the King of Swords energy? 10 of Swords, because something that has come to an end. 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So this seems to be a structure here in your life. Situation, environment, or connection. Could be a mindset for some of you. Okay, it's a general collective reading. You've gone back and forth, lots of internal discord about whether or not you should close this off or release this block or let go of this person or move on from this job. And now you're seeing clearly that you need to take action. What is that action? King of Wands, what is the action? One more shuffle here. What is the action? The action is 3 of Wands moving forward astrologically. That is the Sun in Aries. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. I like this. So based upon your past experiences, you now can see very clearly that you need to take action in a direction that brings you emotional stability, whatever that means to you. Moving on to a new job, relocating, leaving one person for another, leaving one person in the hopes of finding another. There's something like that here at play. You're seeing things very clearly now. Again, based upon past experiences, I am moving forward towards emotional stability. And you're manifesting it as well. So you're being very clear now with your intentions, with your manifestations, and with your forward movement. New Moon in Cancer, relax. Let's do separately on this as well. Why the Knight of Wands? Some of you could feel very energetic all of a sudden. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands is clarified by 6 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Yeah. There's something here because you're letting go of something, a memory, trauma, resentment, like I said, person, place, thing, different for all of you. Because you're letting it go and you're now finding yourself to be more emotionally balanced or more emotionally stable. Now you kind of have the energy of like, nope, time to get up and go. Okay, that's done. That's over with. Let's move on to the next. But Source is just telling you this week, just relax, right? Ace of Cups, before you jump forward into the new. The new will be there for you. It's waiting for you. You now know what it is that you're moving towards. Right now, just focus on a little self-love in that Ace of Cups energy. Tell me about the Ace of Cups here. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Thank you. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, Sun card. This talks about healing. This is the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. But it talks a lot about healing, warmth, the Magician, and the Six of Swords. Bottom of deck, the Fool. The new beginning is here. It's here for you, Gemini. Whether you like it or not, the new beginning is here. There's nothing for you to do right now except to let go of the past or let go of any resentment that you have tied to the past. And then once you're able to do that, your second message here is you really need to start focusing on healing yourself and nurturing yourself. Your manifestation is coming in. You're now moving towards it, whatever that is. Releasing the blocks, Three of Pentacles. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. This is either something you, like a heavy emotional weight that you've been carrying, like sadness, grief, resentment. Or it could be a situation, environment, or connection that you've worked on. But either way, it's a block. It looks like you're closing it out. One more shuffle. Thank you. Or you're releasing it. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Seven of Swords. That's what you're doing. Bottom of the deck, Lover. So you're letting go. Again, it could be a habit, a mindset, an emotion, a situation, environment, or connection that upon reflection, upon looking at it, you're realizing it's actually not the Nine of Cups. Participating in this doesn't truly make me happy. It actually is an obstacle to my happiness. It's a block to my happiness. Thinking this way, eating this food, consuming whatever this is, overspending, or engaging with this situation, environment, or connection. And so you're making a choice here, Six of Wands and the Star card, that you want to move towards the Ten of Cups. You're making the active choice to do this. World card. Tell me about the World card. The cycle is now complete. You've learned all the lessons that you had to learn from whatever this is or whatever experience it has been for you. Tell me about the World card. Tell me about the World card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The World card is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, Eight of Pentacles. You have learned now your self-worth. You now know what real structure and stability looks like. You're ready for the new opportunity. You're ready now for the new opportunity. There's something really interesting here, though, about a message coming in. And I just want to pull a couple cards on that for you, Gemini. What is this message that's coming in? That's a secondary message to this. What is this message? What is the message here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The message. Three of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Star card. Bottom of deck, Eight of Swords. Okay. Separate message. Only take it how it resonates to you. For some of you, you have someone that you are releasing or you have released, or maybe they have released you. It looks like they're coming in with an apology, wanting to heal a connection with you. And it'll be up to you if you feel that you and this person are able to release the blocks that kept you separated in this connection so the two of you can come back together again. With whether this is your boss, your friend, your family member, your lover, I don't know who this is. For others of you, if that's not the message, because you're not, you haven't split from anyone, or there's no Three of Swords that has recently happened for you, and you're not expecting anyone to come around and apologize to you, then what this is telling me is that you are receiving communication. I shouldn't say communication. You are obtaining information about how to achieve the Ten of Cups. So this could be like, I see a house on that Ten of Cups. So it could be for some of you. I see with great intention, I no longer want to live in this community, okay, for whatever reason. And I know that I want to get up and move. Source is telling you, just relax, hold on. You're releasing the block around, I don't have enough money. Instead, you're saying, I'm going to look for new income sources so I can finally move this place. And then that Page of Swords to the Knight of Cups to the Ten of Wands is like, I know that I can't move tomorrow, right? It would be a heavy lift, 10 of Wands to move tomorrow, but I could at least start inquiring on new places to live or obtaining that information. Same thing if it's a job. It could be something like that. But yeah, for some of you, that's an actual person who is contacting you. Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Two of Cups to the Fool card. Yeah. For some of you, that is someone coming back around again to apologize to you for that Three of Swords encounter, which maybe had something to do with the Ten of Swords back there. For others of you, you're just obtaining information on the next thing that you're moving towards, the next job, the next community, next living situation, or you could actually even be going online or out into the world trying to find your next love partner. So you're going to have to take that secondary message there, how it resonates to you. Can I get 3 cards on that Ace of Pentacles? Because it's like once you can release the block, whatever it's been, self-sabotaging behaviors, the mindset, Page of Wands jumped out of the deck, then this comes in. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Wands clarified by the Devil and the Six of Wands. Bottom of that King of Pentacles. Be careful with this, okay? So what do I mean by that? Let's say this is dietary in nature, okay? And I have a Gemini here who sees very clearly, I need to put an end to this particular eating habit, right? It just no longer serves me, and we'll just call it sweets, okay? I want to give up sweets and sugars, and I want to focus on healing myself. I want to move forward in a healthier way. And Source is saying, okay, you can do all that. You don't have to do it today. Why don't you relax? You now have an idea of the path you're moving forward in terms of your like new dietary regimen. There's something here, though, about like releasing the block. So the block would be like actually going through the pantry. It would be like me throwing out my basket of sweets there. Because you don't want to sabotage this, you know, newfound dietary program that you have. And in this respect, this is saying once you're ready to move forward with the new dietary program, because again, let's say you're just eliminating sweets or you're eliminating carbs, whatever, it's going to require you to go through your cabinets and your refrigerator and et cetera, to wipe out whatever it is that you no longer want to have, or you're giving up smoking. And it's like, okay, I'm going to have to throw out that carton of cigarettes that's sitting under there or whatever it is for you. But then there's something here about there's many opportunities, like many different ways for you to give up sweets or give up carbs or give up smoking. Like, again, if this is some kind of like habit or something for you, and it's saying like, don't just go for the first one. Don't just go for the first one because it sounds good. It's like, actually do your homework and do your research. Okay. Because it might sound like a great, get quick kind of, you know, lose weight program, but it might not actually be healthy for you. It'll give you the results you want quickly, but Devil to the Six of Wands in terms of diet or even like an exercise regimen, it may not be the best for you. So Page of Wands, like, just discover a little bit more information. Same thing for those of you, if this is love related, you've left one connection, you're manifesting in a new partner. Don't be so quick to jump into the first relationship. Like, make sure that you're fully healed from whatever transpired here. Because this could be tempting to jump into the first thing that comes along. The first diet program you find, the first exercise program you find, the first love partner that crosses your path, the first community that you find. Like if this is in terms of like relocation, it's just telling you to be cautious, moving into the new. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yeah, you don't want to make any mistakes here is the feeling, I guess. So just go slow. What you want is coming in. I don't know why I still have that deck in my hand. Let's get to your advice deck here. I'm going to get you a couple of different cards here, okay? Because I see you now moving with great intention. You're making a decision to close something out. Again, whatever it is. Habit, pattern, thought process, situation, environment, or connection. Source is saying, relax, chill out before you start whatever the new is, the new program, getting into a new relationship. Don't jump to the first housing opportunity. Don't jump to the first job opportunity for those of you where you're deciding to leave work and you're looking for another job. It's just telling you you have a lot of options and choices. It might feel good in the moment. Yes, I found the right thing. Just do your due diligence there. So for those of you where you are closing out a situation, environment, connection, again, pattern, habit. Can we get 3 cards for that? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Ah, look at that. King of Wands is in the reverse. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here as well. So there is something here about don't be too impulsive. King of Wands in the reverse could be someone who's very impulsive, very reactionary in nature. They could be ruthless. So again, you want to do your due diligence if you're cutting off, like you're cutting out sweets, or again, you're cutting out smoking, or I'm not telling you not to do those things, but don't be careless about it. Don't be ruthless. You might need a cessation plan. You might want to look at various different opportunities about a diet regimen program. You know, don't go on a hunger strike or a starvation strike. If you're going to, you know, detox in some way, just do your due diligence and make sure that it is healthy for you. For some of you, you are leaving behind a situation, environment, or connection that you had great expectations for, but it just didn't pan out for whatever reason. And in the interest of love for self, you're being very practical in deciding, I need to move on from this job, this friendship, this partnership, or maybe even this love partner. Okay? Relax. This is a time for you to relax. So whatever it is that you're releasing, you can release it in the energy of the full moon in Leo. And then take a breather. Tell me more about relaxing here. Tell me more about relaxing. One more shuffle. Thank you. Relaxing. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Hermit. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. That screams relaxing. So if you are, again, you're leaving something, someone behind, pattern, whatever it is to you, just take a breather here. Hermit to the Seven of Pentacles. No rush to start anew. You've already set your intention here that you're walking away from this person, place, thing, habit. So just, again, do your due diligence before you start anew. Removing the blocks. What does Gemini need to know about removing the blocks? Advice here on removing the blocks. Wow, there's that Ace of Pentacles showed itself. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Three of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So removing the block, again, whatever it is for you, will bring you the emotional and financial stability that you seek. Because you have the Queen of Cups who holds the Ace of Cups, and you have the Queen of Pentacles here who holds the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever you're letting go of here, out of love of self or love of stability, or out of, again, financial or emotional, it does come in once you release it. It does come in. So if you're, again, looking to lose weight or cut carbs out, or, you know, stop a bad habit that you have or something like that, there is victory and success with it. Like this is the energy of the full moon in Leos. Whatever this is that you're releasing, you can successfully release it. Tell me a little bit about this Devil here. There's something here, though, about just do your due diligence. Like, don't jump for the first diet plan. Don't hop quickly into a new relationship. Don't accept the first job offer. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Two of Pentacles. Yes, weighing the pros and cons. Two of Wands before you move forward. Three of Pentacles before you start working on the new. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Lovers here to the Nine of Cups. Again, just do your due diligence. Don't go for the quick fix here. The diet fix, again, whatever this is for you, or maybe even like a new relationship. If you're not fully healed from the past one, don't immediately jump into the next one. Your manifestation is on its way. 3 cards here for this, for my Geminis who are expecting or hoping for this communication. It looks like an apology here from an individual who wants to heal a connection with you. 3 cards for Gemini on this. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the King of Swords, which we had here. We have the Five of Cups, and we have the Nine of Cups. Bottom of deck, Five of Wands. Did we have the Five of Wands here? I thought, yes, we do. So for some of you, if this is a person that you've decided to let go of, or they let go of you, I would expect communication from this person. It does look like an apology is here. There's remorse, there's regret, and there's someone here who wants to restore happiness to the connection with you. Five of Wands, the Fool, and the Emperor. Yeah, this is someone who is deciding to provide you with a peace offering or some type of an apology here. Okay, so I think for the time being, don't do anything. You already know what it is that you want to move on from. In the interim, don't rush into anything new. Just do your due diligence. And I think the same thing goes for that communication that you're receiving from that person. Just take a breather before you immediately respond or immediately accept. Again, you want to make sure that it's the right move for you. Final 3 cards of advice here for Gemini. Final 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups, the World card, and the Empress. Fool at the bottom of the deck. You've learned something major here. Major. And again, self-worth, or like I said, you're giving up something, or you're releasing a person or a mindset, or you're deciding to move on from a job. But your advice here is to know your value and know your worth. Whatever new opportunities come your way, or whatever new information you receive, just remember that you're the Empress. You do not have to settle for the first job. You do not have to settle for the first love partner. You do not have to settle for the first diet program that you find. You're the Empress. Find whatever it is that you're looking for and make sure that it is tailored to you. Make sure that it meets you where you're at. Make sure it meets you where you're at. And if this person is coming back around again, make sure that they are your counterpart. Because if you're here in Emperor, Empress status, they need to be, you know, Emperor, Empress status as well. That's all this is saying. I think for most of you, whatever this was, you've learned your worth and value. That's why you've chosen to give something or someone up and move in a new direction. Just make sure that that new direction meets you where you're at. You are now moving with great intention. That is what I have for you, Gemini. That is your full moon in Leo message. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Thank you once again for being a time traveler. And until I read for you again, Gemini, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.